Third Coast Boxing here, guys. Alright, so I've been seeing a lot of, major uploaders. I'm not talking about any, like, small guys like myself or anyone else, but these major, like, fight hype or fight hub, shit, I don't remember which one, but one of them just uploaded, like, breaking news, like, Andrea Ward wants to fight at heavyweight. And I'm thinking to myself, how's this breaking news? Andrea's been on record for years saying that she wants to fight at heavyweight. Hell, even from like 2013 when he was still at 168, he was saying that he wants to fight at heavyweight, all this and that, and he's gonna do it. But we never saw anything get done. Of course, I just figured, it's just bullshit talk. He's talking out of his ass again. Sob. So, jump forward. I guess what that was 2013. You know what? To be honest with you, I doubt he couldn't even make 168 at the time, because that's when he had his hiatus. And yes, I know it wasn't by choice. Well, yeah, it was by choice. He himself disputed a contract that he signed, that he agreed to, and then he just changed his mind. So whatever. So it was his fault. He chose it. He even said it. That it was his choice because he wanted to try to get a better deal. He felt like he was worth more and whatnot, but so be it. That happened, and he goes ahead, jump forward 3 years to today or this weekend, and you see people talking about, wow, did you hear that? He's going to fight at heavyweight, and look how, great he is, and daring to be great, all this and that, and to all the casuals, he's fooling, of course, but anyone who's been following boxing for a while, and I might not have been started this account. I recently started this account. I've been on YouTube since 2008, my personal account. So I've been watching these fucking videos since they've been uploaded. Watching all these LE setbacks and whatnot. So I've seen them, catch people, saying ridiculous things like, Andrea Ward, yeah, I want to fight at heavyweight, and we heard that a long time ago. So this is the one thing that gets me kind of wondering, and I'm kind of glad that they touched light on this, because there's a lot of things that are being bashed and other things that are being praised, but when you look at it, it's the same exact shit. And what I mean by that is, with Ward, of course, there's been like a dividing line, and if you're not a son of Golovkin fan, then you're an idiot, and vice versa. If you're not a Ward fan, you're an idiot. And then so you see everyone talk shit to each other, but I mean, let's just look at the facts. And I hate doing these kind of videos, but sometimes you need to get the information out there to really open the eyes of the casuals and have them see what the truth is. And the fact is that I see a lot of people, when they talk about Ward, they're like, oh yeah, Triple G ducked him, or you see it the vice versa. But here's the facts: that why do people hate Triple G? Because he doesn't talk shit. He doesn't do stupid, idiotic things outside of the ring, like get arrested for whatnot, like a John Jones for reckless driving or drunk driving, and then wrecking into a pregnant lady and then fleeing the scene, or an Adrian Broner showing up late for court because when you got arrested before that, you're talking about, you don't know who I am, I'm rich, and all this and that, and for robbing a guy after like a dice game or something. Or was that Terrence Crawford? I think they both have something like that going on. But they they get in trouble and they talk shit. Floyd Mayweather, perfect example. Yet Golovkin doesn't do any of that, yet he gets a lot of hate. Andre Ward, he does talk shit, but it's kind of like beat around the bush. I'll be nonchalant about it, so only some of y'all will catch it, and then I'll the rest will spread the word, but I won't directly say it. You'll kind of be a sissy and beat around the bush about it. So you see, why do they hate him? Oh, okay, so you hate Golovkin because of the whole thing that Abel Sanchez and Tom Loeffner said, not Triple G himself, but you hate a man because of what someone else said about him. Just think about that for a second, okay? You hate a man because of what someone else said about him. Alright? So now that we've, exposed that you guys are just some emotional bitches, Now let me go further. When they hate on him, it's because they're like, well, what happened to 154 to 168? That he wants to fight anyone from 154 to 168. That's what they said. That's what everyone says. Well, Abel Sanchez and Tom Loeffner said that Triple G wants to fight 154 to 168. What's the holdup? Why hadn't he fought anyone outside of those divisions? Well, first of all, he didn't say it himself. His promoters. And promoters are little sleazy, greasy slime balls sometimes. And I'm sure Tom Loeffner's a great guy, and he seems to be one of the better of them. Him and, well, I don't know about Kathy Duva, but, Tom Loeffner seems to be one of the nicer guys, maybe to the point he gets pushed around a little so these fights don't happen, but that didn't make him an angel or, saint. Everyone hypes up a little bit of, their fighters, their stable mates, or their stables, or whatever it may be. You got a trainer, they're gonna, pad, they're gonna say a little bit extra about their fighter. You got a promoter, same thing. Okay, so it was Abel and Tom that said that. Okay, but why does everyone hate him because of what another man said? Just think about that. I said it earlier. Why do people hate Gennady for what another man said about him? That's ridiculous. Okay, but when you look at the Andrea Ward side, he gets a pass for what he himself said. Okay? Andrea Ward gets a pass for something that he himself said. He himself said, I want to fight at heavyweight. It's not breaking news. It didn't just come out this weekend. He's been saying it for years. And he's been getting a pass for years. Okay? So how the fuck is that fair? Honestly, this is just a simple question to anyone watching this. Separate yourself from the bias and actually listen to what the fuck you're saying. How is that fair that he gets to do that? Andrea Ward gets a pass for years for something that he himself said, yet people shit on Golovkin for something that he didn't say. When it's the same exact situation. Same exact situation. 154 to 168, that's 3 divisions. Junior, and then full 160, and then 168, super. Andrea Ward was at 168, already having trouble at the time, albeit, but he was at 168 saying he'd fight at heavyweight and wants to. So that's 168, then you go up one weight class, that's 175. Then one weight class more, that's cruiser. And then one more, and that's heavyweight. That's 4 divisions Andrea Ward was talking about covering or jumping over. So he himself said an even bigger claim. Okay, Gennady said, or no, Gennady didn't say, but his team said they covered 3 divisions. Well, I want to go up 4 divisions and cover 4 divisions. And he's been saying that for years. Yet why does he get a pass? Honestly, it doesn't make any sense. In actuality, you should shit on Ward more because he himself said that. It wasn't like Virgil Hunter or whatever his trainer is was like, you know what, anyone from 168 to heavyweight. Or we're going to go up to heavyweight because we want to and we believe we can be a force there. It wasn't like it was his trainer saying that, and then people shit on Ward. Ward, what the fuck? Your trainer said this, so we're going to shit on you. No, he himself said it. Ward himself said it. So how the fuck do y'all give him a pass? Is the bias that much? Are you slurping on that much cock? How the fuck do you keep on giving this guy a pass? Yet you shit on someone else for what another man said about him. Not for what he himself said, but for what someone else said about him. You know how childish that is? And I know you're going to be like, oh, and here's the thing that they love, those childish motherfuckers love to bring up. What about Froch? He said he'd fight Froch at 168. So you're telling me that you guys are trying to use imaginary fights that never happened as an excuse? Seriously. And then they bring up, well, Chavez, he said he'd go up and fight him at full 168. let me tell you something, you casuals. He never fought at 168. So how the fuck are you trying to use an imaginary fight that never happened as an example? That is ridiculous. That is psychotic, okay? It's like pulling something out of your ass that didn't really happen and saying it happened. You know? I'd understand if it really did happen, if Gennady went up to 168 and fought them at full 168, but then Ward, if Ward was at 168, and let's be real here, he wasn't making 168 anymore after Edwin Lebum, Rodriguez. He actually has a good PR team, and he's a little slick, slimy motherfucker. So he actually spun it around. Andre Ward spun his lack of ability to make weight into I'm not gonna tell him I can't make weight. I'm gonna lie to him and try to put a PR spin on it and say that I'm daring to be great. No, sir. You might fool some of the casuals, but you're not gonna fool true boxing fans. Because number one, if you can't make weight, that's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There are a lot of people that can't make weight. Chavez Jr., I was just talking about him. He's an example. He used to be at 160. He couldn't make it. He was notorious for missing the scales. So it's okay if you can't make weight, Andre. But don't try to spin it to where your lack of being able to make weight, you're trying to spin it into oh, well, I'm daring to be great by going up in weight. No, your fat ass just couldn't make weight. Let's be real here. Why are you trying to spin it into everything is chasing greatness? Oh, I want to fight at heavyweight. Damn, he's chasing greatness. You've been saying that for years. Yet you get a pass. And yet people shit on Golovkin for something that he didn't even say. Yet Ward himself has been saying heavyweight for years. And he gets a fucking pass? Come on now. I mean, if you're really riding that dick that hard, then so be it, but fuck. Just stop talking shit about Golovkin. Go, you can suck Ward's dick without trashing another fighter, okay? And let's be real here. Don't use imaginary fights that never happened as an example, okay? Because you're just looking childish. Alright. Well, that's it. Just exposing another double standards. And how about that cherry pick bum that he fought this week and couldn't even knock him down or knock him out or knock him down.